1, 2, 3, 4.
What's he doing?
I guess. Counting
Counting what?
the seats.
5.
6.
What?
Nothing, just joining in.
I've been here before.
Oh?
I think so, yes, it's a sensation, it's familiar.
Where exactly is here?
I don't know.
7.
I wish he'd stop that.
8.
Hello? What's wrong?
What?
With your neck?
There's nothing wrong with my neck. You don't like my neck, you don't have to look at it.
I have a cut. Here.
What?
Nothing. Doesn't matter.
There's no smell.
This isn't right. This isn't right at all.
Good. This is very encouraging. Very encouraging. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting all this time, but there's been a bit of a backlog. Well, backlog's the wrong word since time doesn't.
Who the hell are you?
I'm coming to that. If I could have your attention for a moment.
Look, this is very interesting.
You have something better to do! Hey, something more important to me?
Good. Get out of here.
Welcome to death. Welcome. You will shortly be embarking on your transit. Now, this can be a disorienting experience. We will do all we can to make sure your final journey is a safe and pleasant one. Please listen to the instructions carefully and follow them to the letter. You are to select one memory from your life. You will then record that memory with the mechanism provided. As the memory is captured, the mechanism will flash. Once this happens, all other memory data will be deleted. If these criteria are met within the allotted time frame, you will then be united with your selected memory for living and reliving throughout eternity. Thank you for your attention. Oh, and I encourage you to make your decision quickly, as the next group will be along very soon. Is that clear?
Clear.
I thought I was clear. I thought I was pretty good, as a matter of fact, combining an authoritative tone with an approachability that put the listener at ease. Did you think so?
Where's the door?
What?
Where's the fucking door?
Do you realize how absurd it is to threaten me?
I'm not dead.
No. So certain. You ever been dead before?
I have. Briefly.
And?
So who are you then, Death himself?
Well, if it helps you, then yes. What? You expected a sight?
God. Are you God?
Well, that's very flattering,
The devil?
but no.
The wood spirit?
No, these concepts aren't helpful.
Please, I have so many questions. There's so much I need to know.
This point is the culmination of your being. It's a unique opportunity. I urge you not to squander it. Please, concentrate on the task.
But I don't know what happened to me. Do you?
Yes. I'd rather not discuss it.
Sorry.
I can't claim to be versed in the etiquette of this place, but I'm sure it must be impolite to discuss the manner of one's demise.
Your memories,
Oh my
please.
God.
What is it?
Nia, my girlfriend, I had plans.
Plans? There are no more plans. All you have is what you did. Did you have someone, friends, family?
Of course I do.
What about you?
I knew lots of people.
If you had someone that was important to you, choose a memory with them. If you choose to remember her, then you will always be together.
What if I choose something else?
Then she will never have existed to you. Be sure this is the most important memory of your life.
Of course I'm sure. Race. There was a race. The biggest race of my life. Le conquérant sont sur la piste du pas, la février, l'américaine, tu oui, and concurrence avec Gomez pour le titre. And leaders in the stands cheering me on. To my left, I see Gomez. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, et c'est parti! I rush the throttle, go, go, go! Second gear, third gear, everything blurs. Ahead of me, the heat turns the track into a pure liquid. Pure acceleration, everything around me disappears. Downshift, left turn ahead. I'm moving up the pack. Right turn ahead, turn right. Someone catches up with me. I recognize his green and yellow helmet. It's Gomez.
Gomez est en train de rattraper l'Américain. Il passe dans le virage. C'est extraordinaire ce qui se passe ici.
The long straight, accelerate. I rush the throttle and fly. 120, 130, 140 miles per hour. She puts her arms around me. She holds me so tight. That's odd. Gotta catch Gomez. L'américain reprend ma vintage. Oui, elle rattrape après la ligne droite.
Alex, please!
Not now, baby.
Alex, this never happened!
I can win this.
This isn't real! This is just a game that we used to play. You never raced.
A bike. It was
It
a
was
real
your job
bike.
Monday to Friday, 9
I
to 5.
was a motorbike courier.
A curious with a hell of an imagination.
Yeah, but-
Sometimes when we rode through downtown, we'd see other bikers
Yeah.
and pretend we were in a race. You and your friend Gomez just used to play at being arch rivals.
It was real to me.
So what about me?
You were on the bike.
Oh, Joey, I get to sit on the back of your bike for all eternity.
What the hell am I doing? I don't have to have this fight. No. This is my mind. I'm in control here. Apart from which, if I'm going to spend eternity with her for the rest of my life, I'm sure as hell I'm not going to pick a fight. This is crazy. Look at you. Crystal clear in my mind. It's like you're really here.
I am really here.
No. No. Not you. Not you too. There was no warning. There should have been no warning!
I'm sorry to have to say this, but frankly, you're wasting your time. Your chosen memory, please.
Fine. When I was 17, I had a really satisfying bowel movement.
You want to spend eternity taking a shit? Well, that's fine with me, but I don't recommend it. Believe me, I'm trying to help you.
How are we supposed to know? It's so difficult, all those years, to pick up one single moment.
I appreciate your difficulty, but you must try.
What if we choose wrong?
All decisions are final.
And if you don't decide,
That's not an option you want to consider. There's nothing in your experience that could come close to the suffering you've endured. So, no one. Now I'm surprised. I often get people, they know straight away if they thought about it at length during their lives.
Why are you looking at me?
Am I?
You know what happened to me.
I assure you I don't, and I don't need to know.
All right then. I suppose I have had the chance to reflect. I think I'm ready. I was 12 years old. My mother had guests for the evening. I was to make an appearance and I went to look my best. I went into my mother's bedroom. I looked at the carefully arranged tools she used to maintain her perfection. Her powder in a round tin with a pattern of bougainvillea. Her hairbrush. Its handle inlaid with ivory. Made my lips the same deep red as my mother's. And my mother burst into the room. She said, "Sophie!"
Sophie, what are you doing?
I was just,
What have you got on your face?
I want to look my best.
Well, come on, everyone's asking how you are.
Mother, tell me how I look.
How do you look? Well, you look lovely.
Lovely. Not beautiful.
Come downstairs.
I knew then that I was not beautiful. Not beautiful.
It did not flash.
I'm still here, why?
Why did it flash?
I want to go! I want to get out of here!
Why did you choose that particular memory?
Yes. Why choose something so painful?
Because at that moment I knew who I was.
Did you really?
If I couldn't be beautiful, then I could be strong. It was a complete turning point. I decided then to make success of my life no matter what. What? Who are you to judge me? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, who are you?
Well, that's a good question. Now, if you would all like to think a little harder, I really don't want us to miss our deadline. Deadline.
What if we never had our greatest memory? What if there's supposed to be some incredibly momentous event out there in the future, but
Well,
all this time I thought it was the bike. You know, some stupid accident? Smoke. It was the smoke.
We were in bed, asleep.
I was dreaming, I couldn't breathe, I was coughing, I couldn't wake up, I couldn't move at all.
Fire.
We were only staying the night. We weren't even gonna stop, but we were so tired.
I know what you all are thinking. What a pointless waste of precious young life. You must understand, how you got here is irrelevant. You won't remember it after today anyway.
9, 10, 11.
What are you doing?
Helps me to think. In my village, I was known for my study. I observed things. Why does one flower have 4 leaves and another 10? Why 5 fingers on the hand and not 6?
Intriguing.
You don't count?
I'm a little out of practice. 16, 17, 18,
Oh, don't you
time is
stop.
short, 19, 20.
I have decided. It's so obvious. My great revelation. In the beginning, the world was flat, like a plate. Life in my village was not easy, but the forest always forgot. I often found myself musing on the nature of things. Why, when I throw a stone into the river, are the ripples always circular? Why do birds choose to fly defies such regular patterns. And then one day I asked myself, why does the sun go down over one edge and come back up on the other? A sudden thought struck me. I took my spear and I planted it into the damp earth and marked the spot where the sun's shadow fell. And I waited. And as the day wore on, I noticed an unmistakable pattern appearing. So many patterns. So many questions. I had to find the answers. I decided to see the elders. Why does the sun go down over one edge and come back up on the other?
Kitu, why, when your family is hungry, all you bring home is food for thought?
I rushed home to my family.
Hi, Daddy.
Go inside, child.
I'm so hungry.
Dinner's ready.
Children, stop that!
No, wait. Go on. Do you see this pattern? The earth is round, like an orange, and the sun rotates around it.
It's a joke.
What is wrong with it? Nothing. But this is madness. Such a discovery, it changes everything.
This thing, whatever it is, cannot be working.
Or else it is as stupid as the fools in my village. Tell me, do you believe the sun rotates around the earth?
Me? Well, no.
No. You think the earth is flat?
Of course not. The sun is at the center. Everyone knows that. The moon orbits the earth. The earth and the other planets orbit the sun.
The earth orbits the sun.
Of course. And the earth rotates once a day.
Impossible! The speed, we fly off into space.
You've been up a tree all your life?
What? Do you all believe the earth is round?
Like an orange.
What? This is wonderful. I knew I was right. I was the only one in my village who knew the truth. How can I have a greater memory than that?
Are you sure your discovery was so important?
Yes. My people are wise, but they're too attached to their old ways. I always believed in a greater world than the one we saw. Fabulous places beyond the forest where all my questions would be answered. But I was right.
I'd try again if I were you. 22. 23. 24. 25. Anyone else?
Alex, are you going to choose a memory of me?
Of course.
No hesitation? I mean, haven't you thought about what you'd be losing? I mean, if I don't choose, say, the time that I finally beat my big sister at chess, then I lose her forever. My family, my friends, everything I did.
What about all the things I did alone? I'm not there to remember them. They might as well never have happened.
I really must urge you to choose quickly. Eternity won't wait forever.
You think this is easy?
I never said it was easy.
I know. If we could think of a moment, something fantastic that we both shared.
35, 36, 37,
I have
38.
an idea. The day we met.
Yes, of course.
Let's try, yeah? It was, in the park, by the swings. I was babysitting my best friend's kid.
Yes, and I was there with my nephew. I thought she looked interesting, but she's got a kid.
And I knew you were thinking that.
How?
Because of the way you looked at me, and because I was thinking it too.
I try to run all these scenarios. She's a frustrated mother. Her husband died for his country. Or he's so boring. She's looking for someone else.
And I'm thinking, what's he doing looking at me that way? What's his wife going to think?
Some guy walks on past, I think. Okay, here we go. This will be good old hubby.
I don't even see him.
Walked on past.
I'm thinking, well, I know it's my friend's child. Maybe he's babysitting too.
Try to devise a way to show he's not mine. I try to literally forget his name. Hey, Tony! Timothy?
Okay, so not his kid, but that doesn't make him single. And then the kids start playing together.
Perfect.
Jenny, don't get dirty now. Your mother will be here any minute.
Thomas, played a nice little girl. You're a gentleman, remember? She's definitely smiling at me. Might as well show her I'm not wearing a ring.
What's wrong? Is he picking his nose?
Yeah, did the trick. She's gone all bashful on me.
Okay, let's just play this nice and cool. Let him come and talk to me.
I think I'll let her introduce herself. This is the 21st century, after all.
What now?
Don't tell me I was wrong.
He's not waiting for me, is he? Oh, Jenny! Oh! Be nice to the little boy!
Thomas, come on. It's all right. Let's build a castle.
Yes, a castle. Look, Jenny. At that moment,
I knew
I knew
I'd met the one.
I was in for some great sex.
What? You're always thinking about sex?
Yeah.
But
Oh, Alex, come on. You were too admitted. You couldn't possibly have known I was the one.
why not?
Because people don't just know.
Well, I'm not gonna pick this memory if she only saw me in some great sex.
Alex!
Your truth is not her truth. It was the same between me and my people when I told them of my great discovery. That at last you could achieve great things. Instead, they turned on me.
I achieved great things. Of course. Why didn't I think of this before? Oh, where to begin? Let me see. I was 21. It was my first day on a new job. And I felt myself at the start of a great adventure.
Sophie, bright and early, I see. Excellent. Go see Jack.
It was a little daunting at first.
If you're set to be Y30, you can put the data into one of these files. And let's mark her head basic bills in here, but you must first remember to create a separate hard copy and a purchase order to accounts payable and CC it to me. Clear?
Crystal.
Phil, I could use those Tokyo figures as soon as you have them.
Sure.
And if you grab me a coffee, I'd appreciate it.
Hey, Jerry, 2 coffees, please.
Three coffees, love, please. Thanks.
Those first days were tough, but I was determined. I followed my mother's advice. Meet the right people, shake the right hands, laugh in the right places, and always be ready to make your move. My chance came at the staff Christmas party.
Jingle bells, jingle.
Well, what a year!
Yes, indeed. It's certainly been a year. We were just saying how it's been a year.
Yes, absolutely.
Ah, Mr. Gray. Can I offer you a Christmas drink?
And a large single malt scotch.
2 large single scotches.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Actually, I've been meaning to float a few ideas in front of you. You see that?
Sorry! Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, Sophie, not at all. Please join us.
I just wanted to say I heard your speech at the WGB conference and it was truly inspiring.
Really?
And he says, as long as it's not with citrus fruit.
Truly inspiring.
Thank you. Can I get you a drink?
Yes. Orange juice, please.
Orange juice.
That's
Orange juice.
Perhaps we can continue our chat later.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
And your point about foregrounding ethical responsibility as a marketing tool really struck me. In fact, I've been putting in some extra hours, devising ways to maximize implementation on that front.
Excellent.
From there it all went very quickly. 3 months later, I'm being welcomed into the ranks of middle management.
Hey, Jerry, I've got this new plan. Major strategy revamp.
Sophie, can I see you in my office for a minute? I have a few ideas to run by you.
Phil, 2 coffees, please, in Mr. Gray's office. The following years marked a period of rapid growth. I was responsible for much of the company's streamlining. With an aggressive package of acquisitions, we are now more strongly placed in the market than ever before. And tonight, I am delighted to accept your award of Manager of the Year. But my success! Everything I achieved!
Were you happy?
Oh, please! I thought here at least we'd be on such simplistic thinking. I made sacrifices. I didn't want a family or a lover. Not till I'd achieved my goal.
What was your goal?
Respect!
From whom?
Everyone!
No one in particular. I put it to you, you worked day and night. You rejected the advances of any man who came near you. You had no hobbies. You had no home life. Who were you trying to impress?
You want me to say my mother?
Yes, I do, and you have. Thank you.
I didn't!
Is he right?
My mother helped me to see what was important in life. Work hard when you're young. Get somewhere. And then enjoy your success.
So what went wrong?
Nothing!
What about this?
How dare you!
I'm sorry, this really is no time for self-delusion.
It was my life! I did with it what I felt best!
Any regrets?
I was a success. I had money and power. I had nothing to be ashamed of.
That's not what I asked.
I achieved more than anyone I knew.
So what have you got? Where is it?
It wasn't my fault.
What was it?
My illness, it wasn't my fault. Why couldn't I strike some tramp? Some non-achiever? There was this time.
Yes.
It's probably not important.
Go on.
It was strange. Strange. It was a beginning of a week, like any other week.
Mind the closing doors.
Another week of early mornings and late nights.
The next station is Bank. Upon arrival, the first set of doors will not open. Passengers in the first carriage, please move to the rear. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Phil, send it over. Send it over.
Okay. You get it from me, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, that is utterly gross.
How did you say that?
Oh,
Well, enlarge.
you two are crazy. She'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I gotta CC this to everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
What's going on?
Phil, I told you to stop sending me these things when I'm trying to play.
Just another ordinary day. I worked late, got back on the tube, and went home.
Sophie, it's Mum. I know this is terribly short notice, but the Smiths have invited us to dinner on Tuesday.
Gently.
Young Red will be there. He's doing so well these days. You really ought to come.
Good night. That night I found I couldn't sleep. And I don't mean it took me a long time to sleep. I stared at the ceiling all night. Next night was the same. I looked out of my window only to see other people staring out of their windows back at me. London became a city that never sleeps. And that's when I noticed people had started to forget the names of things.
Mind the
Gap?
gap.
I seem to have run out of
Paper!
no,
Paper clips?
no,
What then?
staples for a stapling.
Paper.
And as darkness fell once more, we dreaded the night. We tried everything. Hot, milky drinks. That didn't work. So we tried exercise. That didn't work. We even tried counting sheep. 1,
C'est conseil.
2,
It's
3,
song you sing.
4, 5. And because we had not slept, we gradually lost a sense of words and then a sense of meaning altogether. The whole city had amnesia. Who are these people? Work! I'm at work. What is my work? What's this thing for? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? In this moment, it was as if all of our successes had been wiped out and all of our failures forgotten. Everything and everyone was new.
What happened? Where did she go?
She selected her memory.
It's more than strange. It doesn't make any sense. The whole Seriously, it couldn't have happened.
Unless it only happened in her head, her illness, remember?
Scar.
Well, if it happened in her mind, why'd the thing go off?
There's some subtle magic to this thing. But why that particular memory?
Why do you think?
Helped her to make an important discovery.
It was real to her.
And what about my race? It was real to me.
She actually lived through her memory. Yours was just a dream.
And who were you to judge?
No. The Flash. It's in here. But what about my great discovery?
How come that left you here?
Yes. Truth. Fact. Maybe these things mean nothing on their own. It's how we each act on it.
How do you mean?
It's not what you think, it's what you do with it. That's what matters. What was I to do with my great discovery? The world is round like an orange. The world is round like an orange. The world is round like an orange. The world is round like an orange.
You must stop saying these things.
But this is the truth.
Our laws are there for a reason. You are terrifying people.
Why should they fear the truth?
Because it is sedition, and you will admit it. You have until sunrise.
Keaton, I beg you, you must give up what you have said. They will kill or banish you.
But it is the truth.
What does it matter? Think of me and your children.
How can you love me if I'm not true to myself?
Be true to yourself. In your own mind. Just reject what you have said in public.
Kitu, it is time. What have you to say for yourself?
The earth is flat, like a plate.
Welcome back.
The village erupted into celebration. Bad spirits have been banished from my mind. Seeming to persist with my own ideas would cost me too much. I resolved to convince myself of the lie. But it would not be easy.
Ah, the sun is waking up.
Why do you think the sun is such shape? And yet the earth is flat.
I don't know. It just is. Why are there fishes in the water? Why are there monkeys in the trees?
My knowledge obsessed me. I needed to share it with others, but they were all too frightened. Why are they so loud? The sun, the earth, it's so obvious.
Keaton, stop talking this way. Your brother is coming, the child.
Daddy, tell me about the orange.
No. It is not a nice story.
not looking where he was going, trod on it and squashed it flat. Come, shut up. I knew then I could not live on a flat earth. To be ridiculed and threatened and rejected, pretending to be someone I am not. I would sacrifice myself, but on my own terms, not to darkness and ignorance, but to truth and its pursuit. For my children. And then see it all. A moment of utter clarity. Our earth, a perfect, beautiful orb. And before me lies the universe.
Magnificent. Yeah, I knew he'd come up with something interesting.
How can we compete with that? I never made any huge discoveries or great sacrifices. Are we being judged on what we achieved, what we learned?
All we have is what we did.
And we did nothing! Where are our moments of greatness, our truly significant discoveries?
Things would be a little impractical if we were all towering geniuses. Besides, how would the world survive without its fools? We need somebody to make fun of. 75, 76, 77.
Hey, I'm doing the best I can, all right?
That's right. Does it matter that our memories aren't earth-shattering? The things that were really important to me weren't like that. They were tiny, insignificant, things nobody else ever saw.
Like what?
Like the time we had that totally pointless fight in the middle of Central Park, and suddenly we both realized how stupid we were being. And I felt your hand, so warm, and we just hugged.
Is that enough for you? Are you willing to spend eternity in that moment?
Be thankful you have even that.
What?
Nothing.
When we get bored of it,
No, it doesn't work that way. From what I understand, it's sort of a loop, new to you every time.
So what are we going to do?
Choose. You must choose quickly.
why so quickly?
Because it all decays. All your precious memories, everything you are, everything you think you are, you can't hold on to it. It fades until there's just a vague smudge of what you were. Choose while it's still real to you.
I never took the time to think about this.
What's there to think about? It's a feeling, Alex. When I first met you, I thought you were a sexy guy, and maybe you'd be the one. I never actually decided that you were the love of my life, but it seems that you were.
I don't know what to choose. Just too many things.
I remember my favorite Sunday,
You have a favorite Sunday?
the day after the carnival.
Oh, yeah. I was very drunk.
Margaritas at that salsa club. Shall I choose for us?
I gotta spend eternity with a hangover?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it.
I remember it's Sunday afternoon. In my bedroom. I'm renting from that aging socialist and his hippie wife at the time.
Yeah. And wafting up in their kitchen was the smell of that awful mung bean broth he insisted on making.
I opened my eyes. It's bright out. We haven't left the bed all day. You? When I get into this bed?
It's not my fault. This thing was built for midgets.
What do you want to do today?
I'm already doing it.
Yeah. Let's do absolutely nothing.
Good.
Good. And somewhere in the haze of that utterly lazy afternoon, it was all there. And I can hear your heartbeat. And my own. And then you said it. So quietly. As if I wasn't meant to hear, like it was a thought you accidentally said out loud.
I love you.
I love you.
Where'd she go?
Where do you think?
I was supposed to go too.
So why didn't you?
I don't know. I wanted to. That Sunday. I hardly remembered it.
Choose another memory with her, where you said the day you met her, she was the one.
She was! I wanted her to be. I wanted to feel completely overwhelmed.
But you didn't. Be honest. For both our sakes.
It was good. Great sometimes.
What?
I could just never find a moment that
Choose
really...
another memory with someone else. But quickly. 86, 87, 88. Any other moment.
There were good moments. Okay moments. Why is it okay good enough for you?
Why doesn't the mechanism flash? Because it's connected to your guts. Apparently, okay isn't good enough for you.
That's not true. What are my pathetic memories to you? I wanted to race bikes! I wanted to race bikes! Race bikes!
Why do you think I'm still here?
I don't understand.
No, but I'm afraid you will. All too soon. Please, pick something, think on it, want
I
it.
can't! You couldn't choose either. All this time I thought you were some kind of angel of death, but you're just like me! Is this what happens if you don't choose?
This and worse. Without your thoughts and recollections to accompany you, you're nothing. I listen to your stories like I've listened to thousands of others, hoping they would remind me that some faint image of my life would return, something I could cling to, a second chance to decide. And from the moment I saw you, there was something familiar about you. I thought your memory could be the one. Choose.
I'm trying!
96.
No!
Don't stay in the void. 97.
Yes.
98.
Nothing!
99.
No!
Time's up. I'm sorry I've kept you waiting all this time.
Sorry to have kept Kept you waiting all this time.
But there's been a bit of a backlog.
There's been a bit of a backlog.
Well, backlog's
Backlog's
the wrong word, since time doesn't.
Exactly.